Hello and welcome to Talk FCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. And on Inter against Barca, I'm not quite done yet because we are going to be looking at some of those missed chances at the San Siro tonight. We were just lacking one thing from our performance, and it was that final touch, putting the ball in the back of the net. Finally, we managed it through Malcolm, but it wasn't quite enough. Inter tonight, one shot on target, that was their goal. They were clinical, they didn't really deserve a point, they really didn't. We deserved this win, but we didn't quite get it because of that lack of clinical finishing in front of goal, and that is why we are going to be breaking down those missed chances, but most importantly, we're also going to be looking at how we created those. Some good movement, brilliant pressing, and a lot of creativity in our team tonight, and that in itself, even though we missed them, should still be celebrated. And we are going to start right here, 1 minute in, 1.5 minutes, that's all it was, 90 seconds, Dembele picking the ball up, driving with it, he won the ball himself, he moved on, and look at the position he's in here, perfect body shape, lines up the shot, he goes to the far left corner, he actually hits it really well, forces Handanovic into an early save, and that really set the tone. Dembele there, coming out the blocks quickly, starting really strongly, peppering Inter's goal, and that really was a sign of things to come. A brilliant start, aided by Dembele. And our next chance came in the 11th minute, not too long after. Again, a really good positive start from us. And I just want to look at the positions here of all of these guys. Look at that pressing, look at that intensity, how high up the pitch there. We're really compressing Inter into their own box. And look at Handanovic, he's on the ball and he doesn't have any options because of that pressing. And because of that, he gives the ball away. He kicks it long, he doesn't connect with it, he's under pressure, it goes straight to Rakitic. And from there, we really do attack Inter. And we really do go for the jugular. And it's here with Luis Suarez. He's actually lined up Skriniar. I think this is actually one of the only moments in the night we actually got past Skriniar. He's an absolutely brilliant defender. He had a great game tonight at San Siro, but Suarez here does really well. He sort of feints his body. He gets past him on the left-hand side, but unfortunately, that shot there is again towards the top left-hand corner, but unfortunately, it just goes over the bar. Another 10 minutes until our next big chance, and again, it's that man, Luis Suarez, who was guilty tonight of missing several chances, but you have to say, he was making the runs. He was getting in the area. He was getting in the positions to receive these balls. And look at this pass here from Jordi Alba. He sees the run of Suarez, but not only that, he picks him out absolutely wonderfully. It's brilliantly weighted. Suarez does really well. Again, up against Skriniar. It's a really difficult guy to get past, but he takes it down really well. He just about gets away from him. They're starting to get around him though. And look at this here. He could take it on his left. He could go for a really audacious lob on his left foot, but he doesn't do that. He actually manages to get back on his right foot. He chips it over Handanovic, and he's actually really unlucky here, because that in itself is a brilliant effort on goal. Not many players would even attempt that, and not many at all would score it, and it's just past the far post. Another chance missed. Now it's on to Ivan Rakitic, who on the night did have a number of shots himself, getting forward from midfield, getting into those areas and being positive, having some shots on goal. I think tonight though we did actually probably have too many shots. There was a bit shot happy towards the end. Anytime we got the ball in and around the area, we were just unleashing the cannons, trying to have a pepper Handanovic's goal. This one from Rakitic though, it's a long way out, but it is really nicely struck. We know that Rakitic can hit a good ball. He hits it here across Handanovic, but it just flies past the far post. But I have to say, not far wide at all. When he unleashed that, you're thinking that could go in, just like he did against Tottenham. And then there's this moment, just approaching the half-an-hour mark, and it is absolutely brilliant here from Ousmane Dembele, because look at that positioning there. He's lined himself up. He's equally on both sides. He could go right, he could go left, and that's what really confuses Inter here. There's 3-4 players around him, but he actually gets past all of them with one swivel of his hips. He looks like he's going to go right, he quickly feints left, and look at them there. They're diving in, he's completely done them, and all that's lacking really is some real power and venom in this finish. Sort of what Malcolm did in the second half, that really powerful shot. Dembele doesn't quite connect with it, and for that reason, Suarez actually tries to help it on his way towards the goal. He doesn't connect brilliantly with it either. Then it falls to Roberto. Suarez is appealing for handball. Inter in the end just about get it away, but again there, it's a chance. One of them should turn that into a goal. And this is now starting to get extremely repetitive, because again, it is that man, Luis Suarez. From the corner kick, it comes in. He actually doesn't connect with it here on the volley. It goes up in the air. Gerard Piqué, the man who's strong, bold, gets to the ball. He then lays it off to Luis Suarez. And you can see here, the goal is opening up. It's a really good chance, but it's not on his strongest foot. It's on the volley. It's not an easy strike again. This is actually a lot closer than it looks on the replay. Suarez hits it across the goal. It looks for a minute like it's going to go in, but it doesn't. It flashes across the goal, it's really close, but in the end, it rolls harmlessly away, and you have to say, another chance gone begging. How many more did we need? But look, Suarez does miss tonight a lot of chances. On another night, he could easily have a hat-trick, but what I want to note here is he never ever gave up. He worked really, really hard for the team tonight, both offensively, defensively, made some great runs in behind, and look here, he creates this chance by getting there in on Vecino and making the tackle. He wants that ball on his own halfway line, that desire to win it back and get us on the attack, and that's exactly what he does here. He makes the challenge there, wins the ball back, and suddenly we're on the break. And this is what I mean tonight about Philippe Coutinho. In these kind of areas, he was a lot more brave, he took on the ball, and he actually went for them. He actually went and took the ball on towards Inter. He took the game to them, because he didn't just take it there and pass it or stop it. He's driving it into there, down the middle, down the centre. He gets within range, then he has a go on goal. And I have to say, it's a good strike again. Handanovic is a pretty comfortable save for him down to the left-hand side, but another chance there for Coutinho, who was just trying to get it quite right, and on the night, it didn't quite happen. And as the game went on, we did start seeing more and more of Philippe Coutinho getting the ball in these kind of areas. You can see here from Albert, he's actually demanding the ball. He wants it, and he wants to do something with it. Again, he doesn't just stop, he doesn't just pass it on, he takes on the responsibility himself. He goes past Brozovic there, suddenly he's into the area, this time on his left foot, but again, he works the goalkeeper. And as a player, when you're having a shot on goal, that's the only thing in your mind. Work the keeper, at least give him something to do and get the ball on target. Coutinho does exactly that, forces Handanovic into another save, and it is, on paper, another chance to score. This time it was a half chance that fell to Clement Longley, the man of course in the Copa del Rey that got the winning goal, and he wasn't too far away here. It was a corner, it was an outswinger. Clement Longley rises well, as we've seen him do quite a lot of times in a Barcelona shirt. He does look a threat from set pieces. He doesn't quite get over it enough though. The header flies off and goes over the bar. Another half chance there. We could have converted into more. And then there's this one. I think here on the hour mark, one of the best chances of the game. It's Suarez. He could play in Dembele there. He could go himself, but he doesn't. He plays it to Rakitic, who in these sort of situations is usually really, really reliable. Even here, Rakitic potentially could put it over to the far post for a Dembele tap in. He doesn't do that though. He sets himself, and here, look, you think that's a really, really good chance. He can put it there to the left of Handanovic, squeeze it in. It should be a goal, but he doesn't. He gets the shot a bit wrong. It goes straight to Handanovic. It's a good save to be fair, but we really, really should be scoring there, and Rakitic can't quite get to the ball before it goes out, or Suarez would have had a goal, and it would have stood had the ball, as you can see, not quite gone over the line. Another chance here for Coutinho, all once again of his own making. That confidence that he showed tonight was really, really impressive. He's out here on the left-hand side. He cuts in on his right foot. He's trying to find the angle. He's trying to shape the shoot. He waits, he dummies. And again, he's looking to force Handanovic into a save. And credit to him, he does that once again. He hits the target. He forces him into a save. And again, we have another corner. And we didn't really do enough tonight from corners. That long lay header, that was the only real chance we had. And we did have a lot of corners on the night. We've got to be doing better there. Dembele again involved here at 25 minutes from time. And I really like this play from Dembele simply because you can see Asamoah here, it's 1 versus 1, and this is where I think Dembele, he can always do this. 1 versus 1, you really do struggle to stop this man, and he does absolutely brilliantly. He feints to the left, then he goes to the right, and suddenly Asamoah nowhere to be seen. Dembele has passed him, he's got a shot on goal, and he does do really well when he shoots in these kind of ranges. He's got a really good shot on him with either foot. He goes this time with his right foot, forces Handanovic into a save, and unfortunately Handanovic parries it just away from Suarez, because you can see here, if he parries it into the path of Suarez, that is probably going to be a goal, but he doesn't. It's out wide, Suarez goes for it, but he can't quite get it in from that tight angle. 2 moments there, which could have easily, on another day, ended in a goal. It's Rakitic again here, and this is what I mean when I say we got a bit shot happy. You know, we did have probably too many shots in the end, because Rakitic here has a number of options. You go with Roberto, you can go with Dembele, you look over the other side, Suarez is making one, you've got Alba, Coutinho there. Rakitic though, a bit selfish to be honest. He lines up the target and this time, he does get it pretty horribly wrong. It's a bad effort, he knows it, he can do better. On another day, that could fly in, but we just did take too many shots in the end when we should have been looking for better opportunities. And when you really break those shots down, you can see there Philippe Coutinho at the top of the list. He had 3 shots on target and 8 off target during the 90 minutes. Luis Suarez, again, a big culprit with the shots. 1 on target in the night and 9 off target. Mauro Icardi there with 1 on target and 1 goal. That is what you call clinical finishing. And Malcolm, the same for him. Coming on, making a big impact. 1 shot on target and 1 goal for him. And I think overall, it was a really good display. Great creativity shown. We should have scored more. We know that now. But I think this will really be a good lesson to learn very early on in the group stages. We can afford to make mistakes now, but hopefully we can put these right, we can learn from them, and ultimately go far in this competition. That is what we all want. That is what we all deeply deeply desire. So as always, guys, please leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think today of our finishing? What did you think of our creating the chances? There's some good things to take from that, and there's also some things to learn, definitely, for being more clinical and taking those chances when you're on top. Inter shouldn't have the chance to come back into this game. They shouldn't have had the chance, because on the night, we were better in every single way. Leave your thoughts down below, guys. Thank you, as always, for joining me. I will see you soon. But until then, as always, Vesca el Barça.